guys, it's Callie here again and welcome back to my channel. For this video we are doing a living room. So I checked my YouTube channel and I noticed that I created a bathroom, a closet, a bedroom, a dining room, so I thought I'd just keep going and make also a living room and a kitchen probably. And I was thinking of making a garden also, but I'm gonna see how exactly I'm gonna do it because as you know, I can't really upload it into the gallery if it doesn't have any walls, so I'll figure out if I can do it with just fencing and stuff. So anyway, I had the initial idea for this living room. So I wanted to do a living room and I started out with the windows because that's the only thing that I had clear in my mind where I want and how I want them to look, which may sound a bit weird, but that's just how my brain works. I figure out some part of one thing, especially when I do building videos. I figure out one part and then everything else just kind of sort of comes together as I work on it. So I never really have a full-fledged plan on where I'm going with stuff. So yeah, I'm just a bit weird. So this area over here that I'm working on with the plants, I really like that. I think that plants they fill up the space pretty nicely and they look very nice. And also the whole living area was supposed to be a whole green or lime or yellow color. That was the color scheme that I was going for. So I thought they tied up the room pretty nicely. So I also like that how that medium potted plant, that medium-sized plant, could kind of change the color of its leaves. That was very handy. And so okay, so we are doing the living room. So here are the windows. As I said, that's probably the only thing that I had a clear plan for on how I wanted them to look in this room. So I wanted these two giant windows to sort of look out into the neighborhood and into the world and sort of have a nice view over there. And probably if you play with this room, you can always put in a balcony and a door next to it, so there would be kind of like a huge balcony that has these huge windows just looking out of it. I don't know, I just really like big windows. Especially if there's like a view, and I think that in the Sims world the view is always just so beautiful. So here I am figuring out the layout, and I'm not sure if every single couch in this room works. It's supposed to. I think it should work, but I kind of cramped them really tight together, so I'm not really sure if your Sims can get to every single couch and living chair. But if there's a problem, please let me know in the comments below. So my idea was to not have a very big room. I don't really do big rooms. My rooms always kind of turn out kind of smallish. So I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough space for that desk area with the computer. And so I kind of extended this part right here where I'm trying to put in some windows, but it kind of didn't work for me. I don't know why. I just really didn't like how it was sort of thrown in there, like it just didn't belong. So in a short while I'm gonna just tuck that wall back in, and I'm gonna move the desk next to the windows because, as I said, I wanted the windows to be symmetrical. That was the idea, but I didn't have enough space to fill up. I had space to fill up, and I didn't have enough to put in a desk as well. So I kind of had to extend the room a little bit. And also I had quite a hard time with the colors because I knew I wanted yellow and green as a color scheme, but somehow it just did not work. So these couches that you're seeing, it's like the double couch, the love seat and the whole triple couch. They had the same color swatches, but those swatches did not match. So that was kind of annoying. So instead I went in with the living chairs and the couch because their green colors matched. So I used those two, and they kind of dictated the whole color scheme, you know, the type of green that I'm going to have in the room. So those panels, green panel things that you see on the left, this is what I went for, and the yellow color is sort of like an accent color in the whole room. And in a short while, when we extend the room a little bit and kind of get rid of that little nook with the desk, I'm going to fix the colors as well, because this is not exactly how it's going to be. So yeah, okay, so this is how I left it. If you don't like it, you can always change it, but personally I felt that the yellow was kind of overwhelming, so I needed something more neutral on the side, something that could relax your eyes a little bit. So there's 2 yellow walls and there's 2 green walls. And here I was figuring out what exactly to do with this corner over here, because I did have the idea to have arches on both sides, and we do end up with arches on both sides, so it would be like on one side there's a kitchen and on the other one is the dining room, or for instance there's a kitchen and dining on one side and just the rest of the house on the other side. So we do end up putting another arch there. It was kind of a nightmare figuring out the layout right in that corner because I wanted a lamp as well. I don't know why I was so fixated on having a lamp right next to the couch, on that little end table, but I didn't have enough room on the end table and I didn't want to put just one lamp there. So we end up using one of those floor lamps, which you're gonna see in a second. But the problem with the floor lamp was that it was getting in the way of the door, and when it wasn't, it was kind of just in the middle of nowhere. And at some point I put a painting over the smaller couch, so then it was just right in front of the painting, and as I said, it was a nightmare. But at some point I figured it out. And here I'm laying out a few paintings on top of the bookshelves because I thought that looked, I don't know, I thought it looked a bit lived in. And I liked how it turned out. But we do move the paintings to the right and we put a chalkboard on the left. Figuring out what to put over the TV, we ended up putting a clock. And personally, in my house, we have a clock in the living room. I don't know if it's weird for you guys, but I really like our clock and it's pretty helpful. So another thing I noticed in the screenshots is after I put in a bigger painting, you're gonna see it in just a sec, yeah, that one, I put a few lamps over it because I wanted to sort of I forgot the word. Well, I put lamps over the painting. So as I was going through the screenshots and as I was already finished with the build and the video, I noticed that the lamps were clipping through the ceiling, which is a bit annoying, but if it bothers you, you can always just kind of lower them down a bit. And yeah, here's where that whole floor lamp situation began. When I really wanted some storage there because there was room, and at the same time there really wasn't, but you're gonna see how it turns out. I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, it's not cramped and there's room, and at the same time things are where they're supposed to be. They're not just literally popped in the middle of the room. So about those clipping lamps, also the paintings that I laid over the bookshelves or the chalkboard is also clipping out. I hope that the game doesn't delete them if you download the room. I really hope it doesn't delete them. But if it does, you can always put them in, or you can put something else in. So yeah, actually that's probably the reason I rarely use cheats in the game when I'm building, just because I don't want stuff to get deleted. And yeah, so here are the screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you're new to my channel, I already have a trailer coming and you can check out some of my old videos. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you stick around. So have a lovely day and bye bye.